Katy Perry, she wants to buy this gorgeous property. It's a former convent that's, apparently an amazing space in Los Angeles. The Archbishop wants to sell it to her. The nuns are saying, no, we don't want to. They already have sold the property to someone else. So let's walk through all the legalese with this with our favorite defense attorney, Randy Zellin. So I never thought in a million years I'd be talking about nuns and Katy Perry in the same sentence. But anywho, the nuns say they've sold it to this restaurateur in L.A. The Archdiocese wants to give it to Katy Perry. Who owns the property? Who has the power to sell? Isn't that really the crux of this?
Once upon a time, we would say, let's go to the videotape. Now it's a matter of let's go to the paperwork. The unique thing about real estate, the law requires real estate transactions to be in writing. Why? Imagine if you didn't have that requirement and someone could just say, hey, that's my house, get out, because I say so. So the first thing that will happen in this case is that everyone is going to go to the documents. There is going to be a piece of paper called a deed.
Okay.
The deed tells us who owns the house. He or she with the deed has a right to convey the property. Anyone buying that property is going to have what's called title insurance, an insurance policy to make sure that no one can come knocking on my door. Hey, this is my house, get out. So there's going to be a whole due diligence, paperwork, literally chaining out the title. There will be paperwork which will say who from the church, from the archdiocese, has the power to bind the archdiocese to make a deal. So this case is going to be resolved on zip papels.
Okay, so on zip papels, a la the deed, if it turns out that it is the Archdiocese who thus has the power to sell it to Katy Perry, do the nuns, who I guess had lived there maybe once upon a time, do they have any right, any say in any of this?
Great question. There is something in the law where we can have an argument and I could say to you, you know what? I have an interest in this house. I've been living here. I've been taking care of it. I've been paying for it. I may not have every piece of paper that I need, but my word, I've been here. I wouldn't be doing all of this if I didn't have an ownership interest. That's where a judge comes in to literally quiet title. And it's actually called an action to quiet title, where a judge has to figure out, okay, who really owns this? But again, I think at the end of the day, they're going to go to the paperwork. There's been a lot of due diligence here. This property was purchased apparently by two different people who are all going to have their paperwork, and the paperwork, documents don't lie, people do.
Let me read what the Archdiocese has said. A statement: the Archdiocese continues to work with the sisters to ensure that decisions concerning the sale of the property are made in their best interest. We want to make sure no one takes advantage of the sisters. We have reached out to Katy Perry. We have yet to hear back.